there.
But like, Dan,
there's like a star from the conversation being hearing talk like that, just gets me giddy.
Yeah, like, hey, do you remember when Glenn Galton boomeranged his Twiggy into the stands?
I do remember.
That's a great comment.
All right, next comment is from James Kane. He writes, if Patrick Kane was in the Uber, he would punch the driver. Oh, man. Do you remember? Oh, man, it was just like in his third or fourth. It was a young Patrick Kane taking an Uber ride with his brother or something. And
it was even before Uber. It was when they only had taxis.
Right, it was a taxi.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were trying not to pay their bill or something. They got into altercation. He punches the cabbie. I remember one of the quotes, or on the video clip, you can just hear him saying, "Don't you know who I am?"
Yeah, I completely forgot that happened. It'd been so long ago, but
it was young Patrick Kane, and he's been more quiet in his.
Yeah, he's mellowed out a bit.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not holding against you or anything, but it was a funny moment. So,
and the last comment we have on this, which it's a nice succinct way to sum up the last year for the Sens. It's by A Huge Waffle. A nice username. I like that, A Huge Waffle. He wrote, "Hello dumpster, meet fire."
Yeah.
Which, you can't sum up the Sens better than that, since they were in the conference finals, one goal away from the Stanley Cup finals, and then just over a year later, they're where they are now. So.
Yeah, and like you said before, they've been in the media for all the wrong reasons. But there was a point at the start of the season where they were winning some games.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were giving credit to Brady Tkachuk as driving the team. Rookie.
Oh, yeah, and it's he got hurt. So that's the only reason that whole conversation has died down. But we've seen Matthew Tkachuk. He has this sort of attitude and personality in the game that makes everyone want to pick up their competitive spirit. So.
Yeah, I imagine his brother brings the same thing. It's a dumpster fire, but we'll see how long it burns.
I hope people keep throwing fuel on it. I love the story.
Got fuel, fan those flames.
Exactly.
All right. Next, we have the Anaheim game. We have a comment by Jumas wrote, "I vote we trade Mike Smith to Columbus for the cannon and use it then to shoot Paluzzo into the sun."
Yeah,
that cannon is pretty sweet. Every time I watch a Columbus game and they zoom away to the cannon, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anytime you're trading and you can get a cannon, you make that trade.
The cannon's in the back of the net. It might even stop some pucks too.
Yeah. And, I was not impressed with Peluso during the game, so I can see why someone would make that comment.
Yeah, they were talking, or the media was saying how they should bring up Mangiapane.
Yeah, Mangiapane.
Mangiapane. Is that Italian?
It sounds Italian.
It sounds a little Italian. He's having a good year with the Stockton Heat.
Yeah.
He's leading the team points.
Yeah, I think they said he has a point per game, so he's doing pretty good.
Yeah, but instead they brought in the big rough, was he Forces style Paluzzo?
Yeah, I think it goes back to the first game of the season when what's his name? Our defenseman who broke his jaw. Hamonic, yes. And there was a lot of comments, we don't have toughness. And they know Anaheim is...
We got Bennett.
Yeah, we got Bennett. He's sneaky tough. But I do not think Peluso should be in the lineup. I was not impressed.
No, I'm pretty sure we won't see him next game.
And about the goaltending in the game, we've touched on it already. But the comment from Bayo was, "Don't want to jinx it, but Smith is almost up to 900 save percentage this game."
But that's because they only had 3 goals against him, which seems to be an average.
Yeah, and I think at one point he had just over 20 shots and or just under 20 shots and only 2 goals in.
Yeah.
But he ended up 3 goals on 22 shots.
21, 22.
Yeah, so he did not improve his save percentage.
No. And ended under 900.
Yeah. And the last comment on the game was from Smyden. He said, "Puck is bouncing more than a pair of slow-mo titties in Baywatch."
Titties.
I did notice the ice didn't look good, though. There was a lot of pucks bouncing around.
There was a funny bounce, too, off where the Zamboni door is. I think it came right in front. Flames had the opportunity, but didn't bury.
Yeah. The Flames had a few open nets they missed that game.
Yeah, that's right. I think Backlund stared down one and roofed it high.
Yeah.
Next time.
What could have been? Should we do some onside, offside?
All right, let's move on to it.
And let's see if it's onside.
Well, let's have a look at the replay.
To me, that's offside. Here's the verdict.
Yeah, that's going to be offside.
So this is our segment onside, offside, where we throw out either opinions or things that have happened or basically anything, and we decide if it's onside or offside. There's no gray area on this. It's either one or the other.
Coach's challenge, and we're reviewing the play.
Exactly. So the first one I can start with, it's a statement. The Flames will get 100 points this season. What's the verdict, Dan?
Sweet. Offside.
You think it's offside?
Yeah. I think we're doing good and we're going to finish strong, but the 100 mark is a pretty big milestone that I don't see us making.
I'm actually going to go opposite. I'm going to go onside.
Oh.
And that's mainly because our division is the weakest division in the league. So
that's a good point.
We may get a lot of points as teams start the tanking.
But the goaltending struggles that we're having now, can you see 100 points being produced despite?
That is the like, if we had solid goaltending, then there'd be no doubt we get 100 points.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's sort of blocking us. So
yeah, it's true. That it seems like that will come down to. I mean, if the Pacific stays shitty and we get a lot of wins off these shitty Pacific teams,
yeah, it can pad your points.
Yeah, versus goalie strugglings, goalie turnarounds. It's tough to say. All right, should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's do the next one.
Vancouver makes the playoffs.
You know, they're playing well now.
Yeah.
But if I check the replay, I'm going to say offside.
Oh, offside.
I just think they're young. They have a lot of energy, but as the season wears on, you know, the players will slow down a bit, and they just don't have the depth to maintain.
I'm going to say onside for exactly the same reason why you said the Flames will make 100. They're part of the shitty Pacific.
So, okay, then let's answer the question. What teams in the Pacific will make the playoffs? You have to think San Jose.
Yeah.
Calgary.
Yeah. Vancouver.
Potentially.
Anaheim, it all depends what's going to happen between Anaheim, LA, and Vegas, who are shitting the bed. It doesn't seem likely that all three will stay shitty. It seems like Anaheim, Carlisle's a good coach. They're a pretty strong team that's kind of getting older, but once their guys get off injury, I think Anaheim's going to return to being a strong team.
Yeah, and you have to think Vegas will probably improve as well.
Did you see what happened to Hala? He fell back on his leg. Oh, that looked bad.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it. But he may be out for a while, so...
Vegas may also be a dumpster fire, but...
Yeah, we'll see, because last year everyone expected them to be bad, and they were good.
Yeah.
This year everyone expected them to be good, and maybe they'll be bad.
I think it'll be between Anaheim or Vegas for the fourth slot there, or if there is a fourth slot. No, let's be real. Both wild cards are going to go to the Central.
But maybe not, because that division is so strong, the point totals won't be as high. So
no, they're so strong, so they're going to rack more points.
I'm not sure about that. I think maybe a weaker team will get in because they'll, beat LA 5 times and have more points.
No way, man. That Central, Nashville is lighting it up.
Right, but that's my whole point. Is the top teams are so strong, the 4th and 5th place team will have less points than they deserve.
All right. I see your point.
But it'll be good to look back and see what happens.
How do you feel Edmonton fits in all this?
I don't think they'll make the playoffs. They're
finish above Vegas?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Okay, the next onside offside, it's the statement, having conversations with your AirPods in.
Oh. Tweet, definitely offside.
Yeah, I'm all with you. This new generation of millennials out there. I'm in the gym and I see these two guys bump into each other, and they're obviously friends, and they're talking, and they don't take their AirPods out. Like, I'm sure they stop the music or whatever they're listening to, but it's still awkward. I think it's common courtesy. You take things out of your ears.
This is definitely showing our age. So there's a lot of young listeners out there probably laughing at us, but it's just weird to have something. But I think those AirPods are meant to stay in your ear. I think they were designed so you have this capability of music or phone on you at all times.
Right, but all earphones are meant to stay in your ear, but when you're talking face to face, they're designed to be taken out.
No, they're designed to be there, and then when you want to have a conversation, you put a stop to the music.
Okay, so you think they're designed that you can talk to real people without removing?
It feels that way.
Yeah, it does.
Man, I should almost go on side and go buy me a pair of those.
I'm thinking about it, actually.
I remember when I was a lot younger, and those mics and earpieces for your telephone when they first came out.
You mean like the shrimp on your ear?
Yeah. And I was in a restaurant. I think we were waiting in line to get seated, and there's a guy talking on his behind me, and I'd never seen these before, so I thought he was talking to me. So I turned to him and I go, "Excuse me?" And he just kept talking. I'm like, I was staring for a while, not understanding. Then I see like something like shining in his ear.
I've thought about this a lot. Like 10 years ago, if someone was crazy and talking to themselves, you'd be like, "Man, what's up with that guy? He's talking to himself."
Yeah, well, that fuck, man. That's what it felt like then. But hey,
but now, yeah, if someone is like hearing voices and talking to themselves, we don't know anymore.
No.
We just assume, they must be on the phone.
Yeah. Times have changed. All right, moving on. Next one. Neil will keep his streak alive. 20 goals.
Yeah.
A 20-goal season.
He's done that, at least 20 goals for 10 straight seasons.
And this season will be no different. Maybe a lot higher even.
So you're going onside.
That is onside. I knew from the get-go Neil would turn his game around.
Yeah, and this I'm going to agree with you. I think even though right now he's not on pace, I think as most goal scorers, he's streaky, and he'll bury 5 in 3 games or something, and he'll get above pace. And once he fully adjusts to being on a new team, he'll get his 22 goals or something like that.
I can't disagree with you with his streakiness. I think he's going to become a consistent goal scorer, like consistently get 1 goal every 1 or 2 games from here on out.
Okay.
So he'll steadily make his way to the 20 goal mark. So maybe 1 goal every 3 games would still get him there. Yeah.
I think we'll see what happens, but my guess is he's going to be one of those guys who doesn't score for a while and then pots a lot and then doesn't score. But time will tell.
We'll see.
So the next one is when you're playing hockey and you get mad, Is it okay to boomerang your Twiggy?
I boomerang my Twiggy into the glass. I was so mad.